Hi Flosstube, it's Darlene with Darlene Dion Designs. Today is October 29th, 2025, and this is Flosstube number 64. I'm back a little sooner than I was last time. I think it's been about, it must be 3 weeks. Yeah, my last one was on October 8th. So, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you find something here that you like and that inspires you and all the things. I am Darlene Dion Designs. I design and sell cross-stitch and quilting patterns, and I sell them in my Etsy shop. And I have just recently got into some local needlework shops for you. So if you're looking for any of my charts for my cross-stitch, you may find them in your local shops, and you can ask for them there. So, what's new? I'm in a slightly different spot today, just sitting at my kitchen table, looking in towards my living room. I did something to my back yesterday, so I'm just trying to find a comfy position. I needed a hard back chair. I have a few things I wanted to share with you today. Not a whole lot. I have a quilt retreat that I'm hosting next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I knew that I wouldn't get a floss tube done next week, so I figured I'd better squeeze it in today. It is late afternoon, must be close to 4:30, and I don't normally film this time of day, so my light is a little different too. It is a nice day today. We've had some cloudy days and some rain, still not a huge amount of rain, not enough, but we are in for quite a large amount of rain on Friday. There is a system coming, and it's going to, we're also going to get some remnants from Hurricane Melissa, and Hurricane Melissa has certainly done terrible damage in Jamaica, and I think it's hitting Cuba tonight. I'm not really sure if it's already hit there or if it's on its way. Or anyway, lots of devastation there, and our prayers are with you there. Like I said, we still need lots of rain here. Things are still very dry. So many people have no water. It's definitely an issue. So yeah, hopefully we get a nice steady rain, but we shall see. My retreat is next week. I am just down to the last minute things that need to be done. I have, the last week or so, I've been pretty busy getting things ready, door prizes and goodie bags and all that kind of thing. My sister is doing the catering for me, the cooking for me, and so we've been working on our meals together, and yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. I will be able to update you about that in my next floss tube, so hopefully that goes well. I'm participating again in a local amateur theater play for Christmas. I'm playing Mama Claus. If you've been here for a while, you know I've done amateur theater for a while. I really love it. And yeah, so I've been busy with that. I've had rehearsals and whatnot has started. So anyway, life is just busy, and it's good. Life is good. My kids have been around a lot. I've really enjoyed that. Bea was home for the weekend. Her husband is away for work, but she was home for the weekend, and my son and his girlfriend were able to be here with us, and my sister and her part of her family were able to be here. We had our Thanksgiving meal late, but nevertheless, we had it, and happy Thanksgiving to you in Canada if you celebrated. We had a very quiet Thanksgiving because everyone was away, but now we celebrated this weekend, so that was really nice. We had turkey and all the trimmings. It was lovely. Okay, so cross stitch, which is why you're here. I don't have any quilting to share with you today. I just have not had time for quilting. Getting ready for my quilting retreat. But I have some cross stitch to show you. I have a new start, which I had told you in my last video I was going to try to get a start on Prairie Schooler, Red Sky in the Morning. I feel like my words are backwards. They are to me, but maybe they're not to you. Hopefully. Weather-wise, and I'm doing this one, which says, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor take warning, which is a very common phrase here in our neck of the woods. So I was waiting for a really good red sky day, red sky morning to get a start on this. And we definitely had a beautiful red sky, and we've had a few since that. And as always, I have threads hanging, so just ignore them, please. So I had a small start here. So the moon and stars and the border and a little bit of the cloud, the peachy colored clouding I've started. So I'm stitching this on 36 count linen, and it is Schooner, 36 count Schooner by LFA linens. So I'm anxious to get back to that one of these days and get some more in on that. My sister started it the same day I did, and she's going great guns on it. She's doing great. So I have enjoyed that a lot. Other new starts. No, I'm not missing anything. Thought I was missing one, but this little chart was a new chart for me to release shortly after I was here last time, and I wanted to do another Halloween one. So this is one of my little short and sweet pieces, and this is Trick or Treat. So these have been so much fun to stitch. So quick, so simple. They stitch up so easy. If you're new to stitching, they're great for you. You could stitch them on 36, which is what I've done, but you could easily stitch them on 14 or 16 or whatever count you like. I'm just adjusting the ribbon here as it moves around a little bit, but anyway, they all have this little row of scallops, and I have lots of different themes. So Trick or Treat, this one is. And I know he's ghosting a little bit there, but there is a ghost. Anyway, and a spider and all the Halloween-y things, haunted house. So that one is available in my shop, but I am going to do a giveaway for that one today. So we'll look at that again at the end. And also, since I was here last, I had another release, and this one is called Stitching Each Day Keeps the Crazy Away. I loved stitching this one because I definitely need all I can to keep the crazy away. So this is stitched on 36 count. Something that I can't remember right now. I think it's Hemingway, but I'm not positive. I said that in the last video about something, but I'm pretty sure this one was Hemingway. So I put a piece of fabric along the bottom, and I used the same fabric on the back that I really liked. And this is a row of lace. It's just the edge of the lace. So, and then of course I've got spools of thread, a tomato pincushion, a hoop with some stitching in it. And this little basket represents a basket of spools of floss or Baldani threads or whatever. So anyway, I've had a ball stitching that. That was really fun. So that's also in my Etsy shop, and we'll do a giveaway for that one today too. Now, I forgot to mention this one in my last video. My good friend Sarah, who her and I did one Flosstube together last year sometime. They lived here near me, and they went to our church for I think they moved here just before COVID, and they stayed for 4 or 5 years, and we got to know them well, and they adopted a little boy while they were here, Justin, and now they are looking to adopt again. So she invited I think there were 7 of us all together that participated in this. She created a digital booklet of cross-stitch patterns, and all of the proceeds from this booklet are going toward their adoption fund. They're trying to raise $25,000, and at this point they have raised over $13,000, so they're doing really well. And of course they're right now involved in the paperwork and all the legal paperwork and whatnot that needs to happen. And so yeah, the process is started. And so 7 designers, and of course I can't name them all. There's me and Sweet Wing Studio, I think, A New Creation. Sarah herself is the Rocking Chair Stitcher. Oh my goodness. I can't remember. I will list them all in the notes below. So we all designed a chart for her booklet and tried to center it around family and whatnot. So this is my contribution to the book. Family Ever After. And this is a little family of snowmen. So Papa Snowman and Mama Snowman and Youth Snowman. And then this little one is a little baby snowman in the sled. So you can just see his head. Anyway, I really enjoyed stitching this and doing this for Sarah and Josh. And we think the world of them. And we really wish them all the best. And our prayers are with them as they endeavor to give another child a very beautiful life here. So I always, when they adopted Justin, I commented often that he was a lucky little boy to be with them. But she felt that they were the lucky ones, that they were the blessed ones to have the opportunity to raise this little boy and give him a good life. So they are a lovely couple. And if you would like to support them, they have a GoFundMe. And then, of course, you could buy the booklet if you want. I will put the links for those things below. So just so that you... I can't remember how long we are going to... She's going to run the booklet with the proceeds toward that. Eventually, I probably will be able to release that on my own, but I'm not in any hurry. And I probably won't do it until they've reached their goals. So anyway, I hope that you will support them in this. Like I said, I'll put all her links below so that you can check out their stories and check all that stuff. Okay, so that's my new charts and my new start. And now what I have left is whips. This one is my Leap Day whip, and I have enjoyed it so much. I started it on Leap Day last year. It is Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. It's a big one. And that's why I chose this one. You started on Leap Day 1 year, and then the intention is to finish it 4 years later on Leap Day. So I was a little bit behind and needed to get caught up. And so I've done that. I'm all caught up. So, oh, the light isn't good, is it? Okay, so I had most of the big tree done, but I had gone farther into the tree than I needed to last time. So I finished what I needed to finish on the tree, and I had a mistake in this angel. I had to pull part of that out. I added this pot, I added this tree, and I added several apples. I think that's it this time. So anyway, I have, like I said, I've enjoyed it so much, and it's so big. This is 36 count Winter Brew, I'm pretty sure. And I'm stitching it 1/2. And it is time. I try to do the next month at the, or you know, the upcoming month at the end of the month. So it's time to get that out again and go further. Okay. Then I did just a day, maybe a day or two on this one. This was one of my samplers, stash sampler starts in August and September. And it's this one here at the front of this book from A Heart Remembers. And I started with the one in the middle, which I don't know why, no specific reason. I guess maybe I wanted to get that house out of the way first. So I pulled that out and put a few more stitches in that. These are not big by any means, but I've had a lot of other things that I want to stitch on. I'm just getting rid of a needle here. Okay, nothing is pressed again today. Okay, so there's my progress on this. I had the roof done, and I think I had the bird done in the house, but the background on the house and the tree on the front of the house, none of that was done. And I don't think these things were done. So a little bit of progress there. Hoping to get that out, and it wouldn't take a whole lot to finish it. It's just, there's so many things I want to stitch on. Can't do it all at once. Okay, and then my last whip is Winter Sampler, and I have the digital pattern for this, so I don't have a cover to show you. I didn't print the cover page, but most of you have probably seen this before. This is a Winter Sampler by Crochet A Go-Go. Probably not saying that right, but we all say it. Anyway, I have put a lot in on this one this month. Let me come up closer. Okay, so I added 5 of the trees across the top. So from the center over, I added 5 trees, and I added the snowflakes and flowers probably from here over along the top. I did this owl, and I had a tiny little piece of the roof done right here, and everything else on the house is new. And I do not love white stitching, but I have not minded this at all. So I'm stitching it 1/2 on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I am enjoying every stitch. I just hate to put it down. That's why my other whips have suffered a little bit this month. I've just enjoyed it so much. So I'm anxious to get that house finished. And then I'll move on to the the blue flowers in the tree over on this side, and bring the border down some too. But wow, it is a very enjoyable stitch. And thank you to Amy. Oh my goodness, she's on Instagram. Amy, I can't remember. She showed her Halloween one that she's done this one, and she's done, I think, the summer one and maybe the spring one and the Halloween one. And it really encouraged me to get mine out and put some more stitches in it. So thank you, Amy, if you're watching. I just love it. And yeah, I don't know. I'd like to stitch some of the others in this series. I don't know if I will or when or which ones, but it is a very enjoyable stitch. I was in her Crochet A Go-Go Etsy shop just recently and looking at other things that I would like to stitch. And definitely I'd like to stitch some of her Santas. So if you've been here for a while, you know I have started a prairie schooler Santa on Christmas Eve every year. I didn't get to last year. I don't know why. I guess because I didn't have the chart for the one I wanted to start next. I'm trying to stitch the ones that have significant meaning in the years. So I did 1984, and I think that was the first one that they came out with. That was the year we were married. And then I did one of the newer ones this year, like in the last 3 years, maybe I did one of the new ones. I did the 1989 one. That was the year my daughter was born. And I want to do the 1987 one. That was the year my son was born, but I don't have that one yet. So I need to get that one, 1987, so that I can do that. But this year on Christmas Eve, I want to start one of the Crochet to Go-Go Santas. So it's just so convenient when they're digital, when I can just go onto Etsy and buy a PDF and start it that day if I want to. So Perry Schooler, of course, doesn't have any digital charts. It would be really convenient, but I get why they don't. But yeah, so this year I'm going to start the Crochet to Go-Go Santa for Christmas Eve. Other plans, probably just to continue on with whips, things that I've got started. I feel it's not bothering me. I've got a lot of whips. You know, I probably have 50 or 60 whips. I don't know for sure, but I will probably do a whip parade at the beginning of the year. It doesn't bother me, but at the same time, I think, man, I really should get some of them done. I've had a lot of finishes this year, but most of them have been my own designs that I released charts for. So that has certainly, I've loved every minute of designing and stitching my own pieces, but it has certainly slowed down my other stitching that I get to do. But it's all good. I love it regardless of how much or what I get to stitch or whose designs it is. I love it all. But yeah, I would like to get a few more, especially of my small pieces finished before I do too many more starts of other people's charts. Now, my own charts, I will be continuing with them as soon as often as I can. I have a new Quaker that I would very much like to get started, but I can't find the fabric that I want to do it on. Yesterday, I want a nice blue fabric, a fairly deep blue, but not too bright and not too navy. So yesterday I thought, oh, I'm going to dye a piece of fabric. So I got out my dye and I dyed it, and the color is beautiful. And I started to stitch, and it's the wrong count. It was a scrap, and I assumed it was 36 count, which in this line, it's a Quaker. So my line of Quakers are all on 36 count or 18 count. And this, I think, was 40 or maybe even 46 count. So I was not enjoying it, which I typically do enjoy 40. The winter sampler is on 40, and I don't mind that. So it kind of made me wonder if it was a higher count than 40. But I was not enjoying it at all. So I put it away, and I will maybe attempt a dye again. I ended up, you can't see it much now, but I ended up with a very blue thumb. There must have been a hole in the rubber glove. So this thumb was very, very blue. I sent a picture of it to my sister, and she said, "What did you do?" She thought I had a big bruise, and this finger was all blue. So there must have been a hole in the rubber gloves. So I'm not really anxious to do that again, but I do need a nice piece of blue fabric, and I don't need a big piece. The shop that I could order from didn't have anything in that I was wanting, so I don't know. We'll see. I would like to. It's a Christmas design, so I would like to try again. We'll see. Yeah. So my plans are just to continue. Like I said, I will definitely continue on the winter sampler and my other whips, and I hope to start that Santa on Christmas Eve. Okay, so giveaways. I failed to bring in all of my pieces for the charts that I wanted to draw from last time, but I did the draws anyway, so we'll do that even without the charts being here. So if you were here for my last video and you put your name in to enter for the draw, I had a new Halloween Quaker. I had one of my little short and sweets that said "We Are Family." these were all the pieces that I released new for Needlework Marketplace. Can never remember the name of this. Something about amazing. It's got amazing. Anyway, trio, the Christmas sampler trio, and I quilt, I stitch, or I stitch, I quilt. I'm not sure how I listed that. I have a giveaway for a PDF for all of those today. So the winners are, for the Halloween one, you had to use the word Halloween. And the winner is Owl, O-W-L, I'll be stitching. So please contact me at my email address that I have listed in the description below, and I will get a PDF off to you for that. We are family. The winner is Glee Hansen, which I'm pretty sure Glee has won before. I will look to see if I have your address, Glee. The amazing one, I can't remember that quote. Make it amazing. Something about the day. The winner for that one is Creatively Joe. See, Creative, L-Y-J-O, Creatively Joe. And the Christmas sampler trio is Rita Hill, 5310. And I Stitch, I Quilt, or I Quilt, I Stitch is, I think it's Moira Jing, or I don't know, it's M-O-I-R-A-G-I-N-G 3927. So I'm assuming it's Moira something. So please, the 5 of you, please get in touch with me at my email address that I have listed below, and I will get them off to you right away. Now today I want to do a giveaway for Stitching Each Day Keeps the Crazy Away. I just love this one so much. It's totally me. And Trick or Treat. A little late probably to stitch this up for Halloween this year, but hey, you got a whole year now to get ready for next year. So that's it for me today. Oh, I guess I need to tell you the words. For this one, I want you to use the word trick. And for this one, I want you to use the word crazy. So leave me a comment below with those words if you're interested in winning. They don't have to be in a clever sentence, but it is fun to read your sentences that you come up with. Anyway, just use the words in a comment below, and I will do a random draw for next Flosstube. Pretty sure that's it for me today. It's just about time for me to think about supper. And, I am just using up the last of my leftover Thanksgiving turkey, which we enjoyed so much. I made a turkey pot pie last night, and I've had a turkey sandwich most days for lunch, which is one of my favorites. What else did I do? Well, we just had the whole fixings one day for supper. That might be it. We usually do hot turkey sandwiches, but that hasn't happened this time. Anyway, like I said, 3 times now, I think. This is it for me today. I wish you all the best. I hope that you're well and that life is going well for you wherever you are. Fall has been just absolutely beautiful here. Yeah, and now we'll soon be into winter weather coming. We've had freezing temperatures, frosts in the morning some days, but we've had some really, really, really beautiful days. And yeah, winter will be here soon, which it doesn't hurt my feelings a bit. I look forward to it and I love it. Fall and winter they are definitely my favorite seasons. So this is my season that we're coming into now. Okay, that's enough rambling. Don't forget to use those words, crazy and trick. And I will see you next time. Bye.